The footage blew my mind away. A few years back, Dylan Lightfoot from South Africa showed us some POV footage on YouTube of him surfing out at J Bay. And from a coach's perspective, to see the line that Dylan was taking, the carves he was doing, the leans, the twists, all of it was mind-blowing. We learned so much from Dylan's point of view footage that we went and built our own rig and then took it to Urban Surf, where we had the same wave but two different types of surfers surf. And we wanted to kind of compare the lines that they take and see what the different point of views look like and try to compare them.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak.
Meet Bongo.
I'm a full kook.
We've known each other for 20 plus years.
In a year's time, bring me back here to this park and you guys are gonna see something that you're not ever gonna believe.
He ordered a board from me at my surfboard factory and then just never left. He just hung out the whole time.
I'm not gonna be a Kelly Slater, but you know, I might be a Felipe Toledo.
I immigrated to Australia, he immigrated to Australia, so he's kind of been chasing and following me around everywhere.
It's just one day of Ombe, and I'm CT.
He's my best friend, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to be on the show.
When you find your purpose in life, it's what do you do? It's like, well, a wabash.
Meet Gabriel.
Purple board, purple board, purple board, purple board, purple board. Like
How does one Brazilian make it look crowded? I get no idea.
Gabriel has been friends with us for ages and friends of Ombi for ages.
You're from Brazil, I can take you from there, Rio de Janeiro, to the world. Let's think big.
His understanding for surfing has improved so much. We work on board ideas together, we fix things together in the backyard, and we pretty much get to hang out at least once a week.
I was out there, and I was heading down so hard, and when I came up, I was like, wabash, like that.
You're ripping.
Oh man.
I really like this part of it. He takes off and he goes nose to the beach. So I'm a big believer in take off, get speed from the wave, drop in and let the wave give it to you. So he does that really well. He's gone down to the bottom of the wave and he's leaning. So he's setting up for an absolutely amazing top turn. So he's doing really well so far. He then goes up to the top of the wave. He's looking at it and his board goes right to the target where he wants to hit it. So at that point, he's doing pretty good. Now, when he does the turn, stuff starts to go south a little bit. And what I mean by that is, if we watch here, right there, his head, if you look at it, and I'm going to highlight this, all of that weight is on the back leg. So what unfolds is when he pushes down, the tail sinks, the nose lifts up, the board moves about 45 to 90 degrees. So let's try to capture that angle of the board. So from here, I'm going to mark this in a different color for you. That's where the board's going. Let's see where it ends. That's where the board ends. So that angle over there, we're looking at about, 90 degrees. But I want to zoom into something and show you something else. So it goes down, see there, the nose catches and it pearls. All right? And he's super, super lucky to bring that out because right up to the front foot, the whole nose is underwater, it's submerged. He is so lucky he never nosedived. And then, if I bring your attention to where he's looking, again, he's looking down the line. Now watch the rest of the wave. I'll go a little bit quicker on the time. So he bottom turns well. He goes to the top of the wave nicely, and then he looks down the line again. So both times, the setup was good, the lean was good, the angle that what he hit the wave was good, but then he tries to force the turn. He stomps the tail, the board moves about 90 degrees. It's almost, the board doesn't fit the curve of the wave, so wants to nosedive. He looks down the line and he cuts the turn short and he kind of keeps chasing the wave down the line. So he goes up for the top turn, right there when I paused it, and if I zoom in, he's looking back at his spray. All right, so he's like, whoppa!
Whabash!
And he checks out the spray. But what he needs to do is look where he wants to go, because he's got to figure out, how long should I hold the turn for? Will my board fit? What's the foam doing? Is it running off? Is it going slowly? Do I have time? Should I rush down the line? In a nutshell, if we break that down, he sets up really well, but the problem is when he does his turn, there's this kind of funk happening where he's pushing too hard on the back foot, the turn gets cut short, the board doesn't fit, and he loses speed. Now, if we compare that to Gabriel, let's see if there's a big point of difference.
Somewhere on the scene. It got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak.
So the thing that I noticed about Gabriel, he looks down the line, now he looks for the bottom turn. He goes into the wave on the bottom turn. Pay attention to where he looks next. He looks at the lip. Then he looks back at the foam. His board fits. He sets up off the bottom turn. He looks at the lip. Watch where he looks on the top turn. All the way around at the foam. The board fits without nosediving. He's coming off the bottom, set up really well. Where does he look? Up. Bang. And the board fits. So if you watch it from a front-on view, he takes off at the nose to the beach, so the wave gives him speed. He leans on the bottom turn, and I'm going to hit pause over here, and right there, all right, if he was taking off, that would be the best takeoff angle, where the board's going to fit and he's going to get speed dropping into the wave. The wave helps him redirect. He's in the perfect spot. He goes up. He's looking and aiming at the lip. Then when he does the turn, he's twisting and looking at the foam. And it's almost like the up trajectory is the same as the bottom trajectory. Okay? So he's accelerating up and he's accelerating down.
Whabash! Like that.
The big point of difference between Bongo, who's looking down the line always and at the board, Gabriel is looking where he wants to go. So he's looking at the lip, looking back at the foam, looking at the lip, looking back at the foam. Now, the interesting thing about looking where you want to go, somehow your body and your mind does the maths according to what you need to do. So Gabriel's turns look way more precise and way more on point versus Bongo, who's not looking, who then tries to force the turn. So when Bongo forces the turn, there's almost an overturn and then some kind of correction that needs to be done. So therefore he's putting in way more effort as opposed to Gabriel, who's surfing so much more smoother because he's not overturning. If you enjoyed this POV breakdown, please follow us for more videos where we're going to start breaking down more techniques from different people.
I actually grew this.
Technique.
Just to, no. It's just like, you know, when you throw weight around, have you ever picked up a couple of bricks? And when you throw them, but you don't let go, you almost go with them. So this is what I'm really creating here. It's a little secret weapon. So when I hit the lip and I whabash over there, you'll watch, if you watch very carefully, board goes this way, but this goes that direction, like that, goes right there. So that's another little thing that I'm going to start training people on, is that the dad bod goes there, and I'm whabash, and that straight away, I don't have any choice. That thing is just swinging me around like that. I'm landing in reverse, and then I'm coming back up again. It's just like, yeah, it's incredible. I just love it. It's what I was meant to be doing, you know, when you find your purpose in life.